start of this match. I think also this is a top 16 qualifier, so y'all better hang on to your seats. This is going to be a quite intense match.
Quite an interesting match, of course. There we have it, Snake versus Peach, the best Peach in the world versus one of the best Snakes in the world right now.
And starting in things of always grenades, explosions, not stop. They're gonna be a name of the game. Plus, Peach just safely and gracefully flying over them. Meanwhile, AlanDiss, sadly, these grenades are doing a lot of damage. And now I think it's gonna be a different situation. MuteAce, he is doing a lot of job trying to avoid this, making an amazing job, even avoiding the C4. Good stuff so far.
Good stops so far for MuteAce already. Only 3%. I mean, there's been a while since we last saw this match going up, even in international scene. So, what do you think about this matchup, Mike Bixie?
I think it's gonna be either MuteAce dominates a lot at moments because he's gonna be waiting for a right moment to get for the classic Peach combos, you know, the ones that drag you all the way to the ledge and then you get hit.
Of course.
And AlanDiss, the thing about AlanDiss is that he can be so tricky with his setups because he has so many lineups with the C4 and the grenades that he can improvise at the moment. But the thing is, can AlanDiss get in? That's the question, because MuteAce is just making an excellent job to keep him out of his range. No grenades dropping by. MuteAce is just flying away from those grenades. The explosions are not bothering them. And now this is just not the right spot to be in. 130% on AlanDiss, and MuteAce just looking like a puma, looking like a tiger for his prey, getting the kill.
Yeah, MuteAce with the eye of the tiger right here is trying to close out AlanDiss stock as soon as possible, because, you know, if you let Snake live until his full rage and let him just give him a little bit of space and advantage, that is going to happen. It doesn't matter if you get him until the last of the red numbers. He's gonna find a way to take your stock first. So this is going to be a really interesting match.
Yeah, Snake's definitely hit like a truck, making sure to stall all the guys. Oh, good hit on the Cypher! Do you think you're gonna do your classic shenanigans, stalling out there? Now, you're gonna come here and fight to my face. Come on, mister. Don't go out of there. Don't be shy. This lady is only gonna hit you hard, and only starting now. Even game so far.
Even game so far, back to even. Only none percent being dealt. I mean, it has been like a minute and none of these players have hit each other until now, where MuteAce takes the first 7%, 28. Oh my god, it's just so funny. I mean, I'm just having so much fun right now, because I love seeing Snake, because he just throws away one grenade, then the explosion just hits you and you're already at 100%, and that is what's happening right now. 49% for MuteAce just trying to deal with the tech chase. The C4 that explodes. MuteAce forgot about it for a little bit of a moment. They were going to have a high recovery. We do not have it. The fair from Peach, trying to get as much damage as possible. And the float, he tries to reach AlanDiss.
Hold up, AlanDiss trying to look for the uppers, but Sally doesn't get anything. Not even so pressure on the shield to get a poke. They are just trying to slowly whittle down the defense. The patience from MuteAce too, making sure to keep this barrage of grenades going. And beautiful stuff. Now we got an explosion of frame, but the C4 is also going to work. 104% ready to cook. The oven is already hot. Can just AlanDiss find the right hit, and there we go. The C4 does his job, catching the dash, catching that roll from MuteAce. AlanDiss goes ahead, a little bit of a small lead if you ask me, Snitix, because 113% versus Peach can just go away on a blink.
Oh my god,
like that,
the
like
grenade, his own grenade backfired to him. He was in a really nice position. I was about to say that whenever a Snake is one stock up from you, he can just bomb you out and take the most out of your stock, even if he is in the red numbers already. 80% for MuteAce. This is a really close set. MuteAce doesn't want to deal with any of the explosions right there, so he's just floating around trying to find an opening into AlanDiss pressure and bomb walls that he's putting in front of him.
Definitely, and slowly working on this lead. AlanDiss just making sure that MuteAce doesn't get too close to him. And now is the time to make sure that AlanDiss punishes maybe another extension, maybe trying to go for a little bit more aggressive take there like that, going for the dash attack. C4 misses, but it's no problem. The damage keep pulling up. That's just what AlanDiss wants. Poking slowly, getting some ship into you get the big hit you want. The up tilt, but it's gonna be a C4 again.
And
that was a sneaky setup. I didn't see when he put it.
AlanDiss, maybe this is for this sneaky grenades.
Oh yeah.
AlanDiss sneaky grenades, AlanDiss sneaky C4s that are working so good right now. He puts the game number 1 on his favor versus MuteAce, the best pitch in the world.
Yep. I mean, and that's the thing. You have a lot of players coming by, dropping to Mexico, trying to prove themselves, because you know when people say like, oh, the best region is Mexico, the best region is Japan, every la 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 la. But then people want to say, I want a taste of that. And when they come here, they sure find a lot of surprises in these players like AlanDiss, like Whiskey we saw so far, also Big Boss. I mean, Big Boss is no surprise, but still, people will now get a taste of where he comes from and a little taste of who he faces constantly. And that makes sense now. You know, it makes sense when you come to a strong region and see how the players are.
And just a bit of a spoiler, AlanDiss is actually coming to El Salvador in October, so we're really glad to have him because he's making such an amazing performance right now. Of course, we would love to have MuteAce there, but yeah, nonetheless, we have them here right now, and they're just playing amazingly because they want to be still alive on this amazing tournament as a Smash Factor X is. Amazing catch.
That's gonna be a slap on the butt. Just get out of here. Peach getting a taste of that sweet revenge now in that first match. Now it's turn AlanDiss to try to bring this back. Oh, the pressure is on. You are in the blender. Can you block all of this? Can you survive Peach's pressure? For now, AlanDiss does. And again, poking with the downer. Slowly. The patience is real, let me tell you, Zedix. Oh, what a pain.
Patience is real, and it is so real right now. AlanDiss working with that Nikita over there. You know what? Is it going to be enough? It is not. But once again, he gets hit. Only 61% on AlanDiss back. It is definitely doable for him. But MuteAce won't let this explosion take the most out of this situation. He just start punishing right now. Down throw to backer. Quick bread and butter to rack as much damage as possible because you want to close out the snakes as soon as possible. As we mentioned, that was a Stitch Face. That was a Stitch Face that got interrupted by a grenade.
Classic. I mean, the grenade do be pretty strong. I mean, they are 30. Oh my God, the crowd is just getting crazy. Oh, the H-Box is stalling. H-Box is stalling, trying to get in there. But now back in here, it's gonna be AlanDiss trying to survive this onslaught. 120%. Side B doesn't hit. Good with the grenade to block that. In here we go. Can they survive? Yes. Good air dash to get into the edge. Trying to get something going back to the area where the C4 is, making sure to be safe. This is his bunker now. This is his safe area.
Look at me, I'm the captain now. He has the control over the bombs, over the stage. That clutch bomb over there, just trying to make AlanDiss a safe zone, even more safer, so to speak. 160% for AlanDiss, but MuteAce options for edge guarding are just so on point right now. He knows how to punish that stuff from Snake. There's no way in this stage that you could have made that back. AlanDiss just wants to keep applying as much damage as possible, 93%. Remember that he can close out this stuff with an up to la patada de burro, as we said it over here. He's just looking for it right now, but trying to still apply some pressure with the bombs.
Yep, and now that he this out, a little bit too late. The side B actually making sure that MuteAce is safe. And good call there. The read was perfect. AlanDiss had the glossary, had the encyclopedia, and looked the MuteAce page, and he was like, jump right now.
And the book was called MuteAce. Amazing read coming out from AlanDiss part, and this is now almost back to even once again, but MuteAce won't let this slip out of his hands. Yeah, there we have it, the quick conversions with the downer, just throwing up away some turnips. And I've seen so far 2 Mr. Saturns. Let's see if we can get 2 more.
Can we get 3? Can we give it a third one? Can I get a 3? can I have a 3, but I mean, MuteAce do be picking up a lot of turnips, so there's a high chance we see that. I mean, we might see even a bomb, maybe getting even explosions, even more dramatic here. Using the C4, setting up everything here. We're just trying to break in, but can't get anything. AlanDiss rushing in. Okay, finally trying to get something going there. A grenade is out. Now backfiring on AlanDiss, the Mexican player in a lot of trouble. The player from Delfino Massa and is trying to make it here. Going for the upper, doesn't get it. C4 in. Oh, this is a wall. Okay. I was thinking, yeah, Mute is gonna hold down that shield until that C4 is gone. And AlanDiss still in a lot of problems.
Whoa.
That was an untechable. So much damage already, and not untechable. And the C4.
What? No, what was that? That was a grenade, right?
That was a grenade on her hand.
That was a grenade on her hand that backfired. And AlanDiss was surprised. Look at AlanDiss' face.
He also was like, oh, I guess
what? That worked?
I guess I did that. I guess.
Okay. But it's fun when you do something that you don't expect.
All part of
on your mind, you're wow, that worked. But if someone asks you, you're gonna be, yeah, of course I planned that. I plan on MuteAce grabbing that grenade and exploding.
Oh,
it will be enough.
That was a specific setup.
I will tell that story that way. Oh yeah, I planned that. But yeah, it worked amazingly. 2-0 for AlanDiss, 1 game away from defeating MuteAce.
Yep. And let me remind you, fellas, this is losers bracket.
This is losers.
Whoever loses here is out for good. Not some more second chances.
We don't wanna. Here is where you don't wanna be the biggest loser.
All right.
Right there. You wanna be one who comes on top. But if there's a person in the character that can bring this back, it's MuteAce. But what an amazing attempt from AlanDiss to spike Peach.
Oh, C4
right
hand,
there.
C4 here. Okay, C4 snake now. We're playing hot potato. Still on snake. Trying to beat the pressure up. Okay, he fell down on Peach. Oh, now it's a snake. Trying to keep up the pace. You gotta keep an eye on that C4. It's gonna become critical. And AlanDiss needs it to be stuck into MuteAce, because otherwise it becomes a really big hindrance. You don't want that exploding on you in a critical moment. Grenades out, Nikita 2. The edge guard is not being able to be fulfilled. C4's out again in that platform. Misses just early. Get in there, but the up tilt, come on. Let's get it going. First stock goes to AlanDiss. MuteAce losing just barely a little bit of that composure, but every stock counts now. Every stock is critical now.
Every second, every percentage, every decimal here, it's so important. You're on your 2 last stocks, on your possible last game from being taken away out of this tournament, the biggest Latin American tournament. But AlanDiss is just working so good with the explosion that he's overwhelming MuteAce right now.
Yeah, and also I think it's part of the frustration, not being able to comfortably get in your opponent. Just having to deal with all these grenades, all the explosions, again, trying to go for the fair. AlanDiss wants to finish this already. He wants to go into the next phase. I mean, I don't blame him. Grabbing, grenade breaking the throw. Just barely working. Big Nair coming in, but still not enough to get rid of AlanDiss. Hold up, going to the stratosphere. Air dodge, yes, C4 there for coverage. Cypher is out there too, going for the C4 setup. And again gets the hit, and now the situation has returned in favor of AlanDiss.
Please remember me who sent MuteAce to losers.
And don't remember, I'm sorry about that.
Well, if you know, chat, then please type it up, because wow, AlanDiss is just 1 stock away to take out MuteAce out of this tournament. And the grenade, once again, those grenades are being so sneaky during this whole set. 2 stock apiece. I mean, 1 stock for MuteAce, 2 stock for AlanDiss, and he's just feeling it right now. He feels it that he's going to move forward, but MuteAce wants it. He wants it so bad. I mean, if there's a play that can make it back, it's definitely MuteAce.
Yeah, and just to tell ya, Shuron was the one to send MuteAce into the Shadow Realm. And yes, the Shark Tank is being brutal right now. AlanDiss gets skipped by the backer. The Cypher. Okay, I think we're gonna go for the C4 recovery. That was a weak hit. Oh, that grenade. There was a grenade too that also interrupted the recovery with the C4. Oh, almost catching her. Oh, tries to get the sneaky stick there, but not yet. C4 at the ledge. It's gonna be deadly for now. Trying to get something going. There we go, explosions coming off. AlanDiss being really careful to another extent. Have always a grenade at hand whenever he gets up. Ooh, there we go. This is gonna help with the recovery.
This is gonna be so close. 157%. Peach at 90 in la patada de burro. Barely not making it 98. I mean, yeah, we're just one pitch combo away for this to being even. So this isn't over until it's over. That C4, I totally forgot about that C4.
C4?
Once again, the parry. It is not going to be enough. That side till the Nikita. And the C4 got sick, and AlanDiss moves on Smash Factor X over MuteAce.
Top 16.
Top 16.
That kid.
And the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah. And look at him. He's so happy. He did it. He showed everybody what he's made of. He's shining. The kid from Tijuana is shining out here, let me tell you. And sadly for MuteAce, his run ends here and now. Still a good showing. I mean, fighting a lot of top talent and just hard players to deal with. The matchups are also very hard to deal with Fish. And AlanDiss played that perfectly.
Amazing performance for both of these amazing players. And it was such a great set. Explosive, literally explosive set between these two amazing players. And unfortunately for MuteAce, this was his last tournament match, but it was amazing, just amazing. But at the very end, that was the thing that I was talking about, is that when AlanDiss, I mean not AlanDiss, but when the Snake is in such an advantage position, it is so hard for you to just take out that advantage from Snake, because he can just wall you and zone you out with all of those explosions.
Yeah, and just dealing with all of that, and like we saw with the grenades too, every single time MuteAce was trying to hit AlanDiss on its advantage, AlanDiss had a grenade on his hand, and boom, there goes your offensive. Now you're at disadvantage now, and the damage keeps piling up and keeps piling up, until you are gone.
Until you're gone. And you know what else is gone, my dear Bixie?
My hunger. I'm hungry.
No,
my stomach. My stomach is gone. My
hunger is not gone. But what's gone? It's our last commentary block
so fast
for today. That was so fast because we had such explosive sets. Yeah, it's over now. I'm so sad. This was sadly our last commentary block for the day. But please
don't be sad because it's over. Be happy it happened.
Yeah, the classic one. The classic one.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, please stay tuned because we have a lot more matches coming up our ways. We have. I don't know if we still have the other streams.
We are actually getting information. We're waiting for a bit. Maybe we get an extra.
We're gonna get, I think, a bit of a commercial break real quick.
I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this was it for us. I'm SidX. I hope you enjoy my commentary, and of course, I enjoy commentary with my dear Bixie. How can they find you in your socials?
I mean, if you're not following SidX already, what are you doing? Go to Twitter. I refuse to call that thing X. I'm gonna die on my grave before I say X.